mics are hot.
Hot like my nuts. Welcome everyone to Side A, Side B, Side 1, Side 2 with Sean. Fuck Dave and Steve. I'm taking the fucking show over. We're doing my album this day, bitches.
Sean made us sign a contract that retroactively made him the founder of the podcast.
That's right. You bow down to me now. We're doing another EP episode.
Which means it's non-canon.
The last EP episode between the seasons before we kick off the next one.
We're going to do the Pixies, my favorite band, you know, because they're awesome.
Yeah. And since this is an EP episode,
we're going
fans of the band will know what we're doing if they didn't look at the album thumbnail.
Yeah. With the hairy guy.
With the hairy guy.
It's Uncle Fester.
We're doing the Come On Pilgrim.
You know he loves you.
You'll get that later, Steve. Steve's the only one of the three of us that has not heard this.
This might be my favorite Pixies record, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of it's a bold choice.
Yeah. Kind of encapsulates like the whole, like at least their whole thing for their first two records in a more succinct way. You've got your incest, you've got your biblical violence, you've got your broken Spanish, you've got your religious references, just all in 8 short songs.
Yeah.
Although the version of Vamos on here is inferior to the one that ended up on Surfer Rosa. But
yes, yeah. I agree. You have actually heard one of the songs on here before, Steve, because we did because of the Surfer Rosa episode. Vamos was on. They re-recorded Vamos for Surfer Rosa, and that's the second track on this EP.
Yeah.
So they did a version on here and then re-recorded it for the Surfer Rosa album.
Yeah. The last track on this is one of my top 5 Pixie songs, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
I remember really enjoying Surfer Rosa, so I have to imagine I will very much enjoy this.
A little bit of a backstory to this EP. It originally was going to be so they originally recorded 17 songs in one go, and they originally wanted the whole 17 songs to be the album, and they were shopping it around, and it's now become known as the Purple Tape. So the guy who signed the Pixies, he liked the Purple Tape, but he's like, I don't think the whole thing should be an album, so he picked 8 of the best off of the Purple Tape. And
given our experience with the Jerry Cantrell album, that was probably a good idea.
And every truly great song on the Purple Tape that didn't make it onto this EP ended up being fleshed out a little better and ended up on a later album.
Yeah, like Here Comes Your Man. I think Subculture was one, which actually ended up being a way better version on Trompe le Monde,
which was their very last album before they broke up.
And then I can't remember all what was on, but In Heaven was also another one that was there, but I don't think that was ever officially recorded and re-released anywhere.
I think there was a live version that was used as a B-side.
Yeah, somewhere. Yeah. But yeah. So, but they just released an LP, and don't tell my wife this, and she doesn't listen to the podcast, so I just got the LP in the mail yesterday of the other 9 songs from the demo. So
my wife,
she don't care. She don't listen.
Yeah, this is them in their very gestational phase too.
Yeah.
It sounds it's very minimally produced. It's very hungry. They weren't signed yet when they recorded it. Not even to an indie label. This is them. early on when they liked each other the most that they ever would.
Yeah.
They're still getting along at Surfer Rosa,
Yeah.
but like at this point, they were getting along even better.
Yeah, they got along with Surfer Rosa and Doolittle, and then Bossa Novas when they started hating each other.
I'd say the tour for Doolittle after they released the album is when they started hating each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the only other demo that really exists, quote unquote, was a solo demo that Frank Black had recorded before this demo that he released later on called Frank Black Francis. And it's like an acoustic solo demo that he did like prior to recording the Purple tape. So yeah. Oh, Build High was on the Purple tape.
That's
and
right.
they did that as a B-side. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just remembered that. Anyways, all right. So, what do you know about the Pixies, Steve?
I know them from the Surfer Rosa episode when you brought that in, and I know that their song dynamics were a big influence on Kurt Cobain. So basically, the Pixies were an influence on a lot of my influences.
All right, that's good enough. So describe the front cover, because I thought you were laughing at the cover.
Well, at first I asked Sean like what this guy is like supposed to be, because it's a guy with a big hairy back, and the tone of it is like in sepia. So at first it made me think of like Nosferatu for some reason. But the guy looks more like Uncle Fester. And I don't know, it's a really good cover though. You look at it and you're like, what the fuck? You turn it over and it's the same picture except smaller, and then there's another one where it looks like the bed is empty, so he probably had to get up and go to work. Poor guy.
Yeah.
So it says,
you said this was inspired by something.
The artwork was conceived by Vaughn Oliver with photography by Simon LaBestille. I don't know who that is. The man in the hair shirt on the cover was a friend of the photographer, and the photograph was from a series of his work, a series of works making based off of the Temptations of Saint Anthony by Gustave Flaubert. So yeah, so Temptations of Saint Anthony, and I always thought it was kind of a weird, crazy picture as well. I like the Surfer Rosa cover myself better.
I kind of like the 1920s like horror aesthetic.
Yeah, I know. They always had like really cool artwork. You can tell they're a very artsy band.
Do you guys prefer original Nosferatu or porno stash Nosferatu?
Ooh,
That's hard. I like them both. I think I like Porno Stash version better though.
it was really good. It was a really good movie.
We got to see his wang.
Yes.
You did.
Yeah.
And her.
I didn't really like it. It was really good.
Yeah. Anyways. So yeah.
We don't want to talk about Nosferatu's wang anymore. That's what the podcast is about now.
I mean, it was very voluptuous. And that it did linger on it a little longer than I thought it would. So, you know.
just like your eyes will linger on this guy's hairy back for too long.
You can tell it's a hair shirt.
Sure,
though.
yeah.
Like you can see the neckline if you look close enough. I think the sepia is partly meant to cover that up, but you can tell.
Yeah.
It's a pretty clear line of delineation there.
The Live at the BVC cover for the Pixies, like, kind of looks like it's like it's the same like kind of hair shirt, but it looks like it's going up the cleavage
Yeah.
a bit.
We should all get shirts like that to wear while we play.
Oh yeah, that'd be hilarious. So, first side, the side one has the first side. I won't do it in the Borat voice. Caribou, Vamos, Isla de Canta, and Ed is Dead.
And you have heard Vamos before,
Yes.
but all the rest of these are probably going to be new.
Oh yeah, personnel on vocals and guitar is Black Francis or Frank Black. Drums is David Lovering. Bass guitar and vocals credited as Mrs. John Murphy, but it's Kim Deal. Lead guitars is Joey Santiago. Technical producer is Gary Smith. Engineer is Paul Q. Coldring. Art direction and design, Vaughn Oliver. Photography is Simon Larbasteeler. I tried to say his name before and could not get it. And then mastering was Jack Adams. Thank you for being easy to say your name. And with that, let's get to listening.
Here's side one.
Such a switch in tone from the last thing we were doing.
Pretty significant, yeah.
Yeah.
So what did you all... Steve, what did you think?
I really liked it. It definitely, you could tell that Kurt Cobain listened to this a lot. There was... Nirvana employed a lot of these same like songwriting tactics, which he openly admitted. And yeah, I mean, my favorite era of Nirvana is like the Bleach era Nirvana, and I think this matches that very closely.
Yeah, this EP came out in 87, and Bleach came out in 89. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Surfer Rosa was a big influence too, like that raw sound which also led to them getting Steve Albini to produce In Utero.
Yeah.
It is a very, like Dave was saying, you can tell it's very hungry, very raw, like sound. I don't think it was recorded for a lot of money. Like, I don't think they had a lot of money to record it. So I think I heard somewhere Frank Black borrowed $1,000 from his dad to record it or something like that.
Yeah. Not a lot of takes. You can tell they had to use what they got. That, like it's not like perfectly played all the way through. Yeah.
Which doesn't bother me.
No.
There wasn't any moment that I noticed like an instrument stood out or anything like that.
Yeah.
I will say I think it was Ed Is Dead. Some of the guitar playing I thought sounded kind of discordant. Like it didn't quite match what the rest was playing, but I thought that was on purpose.
Yeah, it's a little like that one is always I like that song though.
Yeah, like I like these 4 songs. These 4 songs are not the reason why this is my favorite Pixies release. So like I think these songs are fine to great, but they're not, to me, these aren't the standouts.
They all had a distinctive quality. They all stood on their own, but they also sound like they fit together as well.
Yeah. That's the thing about I like about the Pixies is all their songs sound distinctly different to me.
Yeah.
That's one frustrating thing about being a metal fan is a lot of times that the metal bands just pick one style for the entire album and then for their entire career. So it's like, you hear one album of theirs, you've heard all of them. And I think that's one thing I've always really liked about alternative is the artists make conscious efforts to try different like songwriting styles and tactics and stuff. So it's really varied, and I appreciate that a lot. It reminds me more of like the 70s and the approach that they took to their albums as well, because they were trying to catch people with a wider net, I think, back then.
I remember my Dream Theater roommate did come to a Gong Primer show, like an early Gong Primer show at one point, and the compliment that he gave us, we were playing with a bunch of like the skate punk bands from the area. It was like, you were the only band where all your songs sounded different from each other.
I remember I put you guys on when Megaton was playing with that prog metal band, which was, I think, more like math metal type stuff.
Yeah.
I remember Dinger was like really nervous about being on the same bill. And my only thought was, well, I mean, we're all progressive bands in different ways.
Yeah.
I don't like having songs that I try to make every song I write sound distinctly different. Like, because if I have a song that sounds too similar to another song, I scrap it. So
Yeah.
I don't like that if every song sounds too similar. So it's,
There are small things you can do to make sure songs that are all in the same key or similar keys sound different enough.
yeah.
All right. Well, Caribou. I almost felt like this one had like a vibe to it that you can almost like waltz to it. That's what I was like picturing in my head. Like I was picturing
It's like
dancers,
in 1,
waltzing.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Was it in a different time signature?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it used the hi-hat to emphasize it, which is how you can often like which people associate with waltzes in their head, so you can like latch onto that and follow it as a waltz. So yeah, it did. Yeah.
But then in the chorus, it goes to the 4/4 time.
Ah, okay.
So it like
Okay.
goes in the verse. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Then it goes into the 4/4 time.
Yeah.
That makes the Pixies a prog band.
Yep. This is my favorite song on this side. Not on the album, but on this side. It's like a really strong.
Oh, definitely.
Opener. It has it's easy to follow, but it has like a bunch of different parts, and I like one of the reasons why it stands out to me especially is just how unhinged the repent. Yeah.
Well, it definitely is the Pixies' thesis statement of the loud, quiet, loud dynamic, because it goes into that quiet verse and then the chorus, you know.
Yeah, and it like right before it got loud, it was like, oh, these are sleigh bells on every other Tom hit.
Yeah.
And
So yeah.
yeah, so like like had that kind of like
So
swaying whimsy, and then all of a sudden just gets really loud and aggressive, which I dig.
And the drum work is amazing in it too. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, I don't think any other drummer could have done the time signature changes, because I don't think the rest of the band could have figured it out without him at this point in their careers. Now, yes, but yeah, at this point, they really needed a drummer who was more into like technical prog stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned he was into Neil Peart, and that's neat.
Yeah, that's kind of, it's kind of weird that that was his big influence. So
the Pixies are, through most of their songs, like Ramones level of simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the next song was Vamos.
The one we've heard before.
Yes, the one you heard before.
It was very bouncy.
Yeah. Do you remember what the other version compared to this version?
I remember liking the other version better.
Yeah. The other version's longer.
The other version's longer. I feel like the other one gives Joey more permission to freak out with the feedback.
Yeah, the other version, they kind of they have the solo. This one, they kind of cut that out.
Yeah.
It just like goes straight into like the other part. So
yeah, I don't think Joey, like, I know they were recorded like pretty close to each other. I think at this point Joey wasn't as confident how much he could control the feedback stuff.
Yeah.
And then I think as he got more comfortable with it, they re-recorded the song and it sounded better.
Yeah. That was a good move to re-record it, I think.
Yeah, well, and I think the sound on Surfer Rosa sounded better too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Steve Albini, as a big noise rock guy, knew how to record that song a little more too.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Not a bad version though.
No.
Yeah.
Certainly didn't make me want to turn it off or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then next up, we have one that is almost entirely in Spanish. I thought it was entirely in Spanish till Sean pointed out the one English line, but it is the most broken Spanish in a single Pixies song. Isla de Encanta. I think it's
It's Puerto Rico. It's Island Enchantment. It's because he took a trip to Puerto Rico, and that's where he got all the broken Spanish from.
And that's when he dropped out of college because his Spanish wasn't good enough to get his Spanish degree.
And so,
and then he goes on to write songs in Spanish.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah,
he knew his Spanish wasn't good enough when he did that too. So
it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I like the high energy of it, but I really want to highlight the drums on it because I felt like it almost had like a speed metal assault to it. Like I was kind of picturing Overkill by Motorhead.
Oh yeah,
in my head. I don't think they were using double bass here, but I think they were utilizing the floor tom in a way that almost made it sound like double bass.
Yeah, I think you're right, Steve. Because I've never seen Lovering do a double bass, but yeah,
either that he was doing the heel technique, but
he might have been. Yeah. I've seen some killer live versions. Look up Isla de Encanta live on YouTube, and there's been some killer live versions of that song, and it's like really fucking fast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I could hear like speed metal guys or thrash metal guys liking this song.
Yeah.
Maybe like, I bet you the guys from Suicidal Tendencies would like this song.
Probably would, yeah.
Probably.
And then last up for this side, we have Ed is Dead. To me, the most notable part of this was like the bass was nice and punchy, and then I liked just like the nonsense yelps and sub vocalizations when he was not saying words but just making noises. I think that was the highlight.
E-I-D, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, pretty much felt the same that Dave did. It's a good mid-tempo alt rock song.
Yeah. This one was like the least essential out of the 8 on this EP, I think, too. But yeah.
It's
like it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah. It's still a fun song.
Yeah.
It's just
I don't have much to say about it though.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Same.
It's just kind of there. Yeah.
I like how it starts mid verse, like her head is in a better way, and then I like that. So, anyways, all right, on to side 2, which includes the holiday song. The holiday song, Nimrod's Son.
You'll see why I'm laughing now.
Yeah.
Once you listen to it.
And then,
just 2 in a row. They did 2 in a row.
I know. Yeah. The holiday song, Nimrod's Son, and then I've Been Tired and Levitate Me.
And Levitate Me is my favorite one off of this release.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So, all right.
Here we go. And we're back.
Woo! 20 minutes of glorious music.
Yeah, that's like 10 minutes aside.
That was more interesting alternative that definitely hit my ears in a way that I liked.
The most common recurring themes on this side were the Bible and incest.
Steve was like, is this autobiographical?
Yeah, like this is like these 4 songs I think are what really push this EP forward. These are like, this is a lean little EP, but it's really strong, and this is the stronger half of it. And like there's no filler on it. It's all
killer.
Yeah, all killer. And incest.
And incest.
Dave Mustaine has a song about incest on one of his albums.
They have fucking 8 songs about incest, so
yeah.
Fuck you, Dave Mustaine.
Yeah, this is like a solid grouping of songs that one flows well into the other. And like, it's really cool to see like how fully formed they were as a band this early on. Like between this and Trompe Le Monde, like there's you can tell it's the same band a lot. Like there's growth there, but like it all sounds pretty tight. You can really tell that they have like what they want to do in mind, and they're pushing forward at this point. This
Oh
is the
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Just like the first side, this was all different flavors of different kinds of alt rock. So there's, for this entire EP, there's really a song for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starting things off, we had the first incest song, holiday song.
Yeah.
I was kind of taken aback at the sudden energy of this one. It picked up a lot compared to the first side.
Yeah. I think this side is largely an injection of energy after the previous side, and this song really kicks that off. Like this one is just like, this one doesn't really quiet. This one's kind of loud all the way through.
Yeah.
I like the guitar interplay at the beginning. Like structurally, it seems like it's a preview of what their opening track for Doolittle would eventually be. Like, it reminds me a lot of Debaser, not like in an exact ripoff way.
I get
like
what,
it's you can hear a lot of the ideas they revisited for Debaser kind of coming together in this.
Yeah.
I think this one would fit really well on like a hardcore playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A really big hardcore vibe.
Yeah. It seems like it gets angrier as the song goes along, almost, you know, this ain't no holiday. No. Yeah.
I do like his tantrums, I guess.
Yeah. I think Bowie called him like a screaming baby on stage or something like that.
Yeah. And he meant it as a compliment.
Yeah. He looked like a screaming baby on stage or something like that.
Well, he was kind of like round and bald.
Yeah.
He looks babyish. Yeah. Yeah, like nice high energy opener to kick off the side.
Yeah.
And it leads into a song I like even more, which is my second favorite song on this whole record, which is Nimrod's Son.
This is my favorite song on this whole record.
I like how it does the quiet loud thing, but the quiet parts, like the acoustic driven, like little like pre-verse thing,
Yeah.
is really fast.
It's probably because it's like one of my favorite songs to play.
Yeah.
So like that might be why it's like one of my favorite songs on the EP.
Yeah, and it's got like that kind of twangy kind of guitar.
Yeah, and plus it's about like incest again.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's like fucked up incest song.
But this is like incest with biblical references in the service of making fun of rednecks.
Yeah.
I could see Les Claypool covering this song. Like, it could fit the Primus style perfectly, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, like Nimrod was one of the many people in the Bible who did incest stuff, and he was kind of portrayed as like this kind of mighty hunter who started a new tribe and all that kind of stuff. And this is about just a bunch of hill people fucking their siblings and kind of speaking about it in biblical language
and being racist.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a line in it. If you don't listen, you miss it, because he says, "Chocolate people will all be damned." So there's a racist comment in it. Not that Frank Black's racist.
The character he's writing.
The character he's writing is racist.
Yeah.
A racist hillbilly.
A racist hillbilly who fucks his sister.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like JD Vance.
A racist hillbilly who fucks his sister and couches.
His sister is a couch.
Yeah. Yeah. This is, tight little fast song.
Yes.
But also has like a country swing to it. Little twang. Then next we have I've Been Tired, which is about turning down a woman at the bar. Yeah.
The narrative monologue I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I remember watching a documentary about the Pixies, and this one guy is like, this song was the first time I heard someone say penis in a song.
Yeah.
Because he says, losing my penis to a whore with disease.
Yeah. This is, like it's a well-told story. You can tell it's like a young guy dealing with his sexual hangups to some degree too. Yeah.
Just kidding, I said.
They didn't have the decency to hide it by comparing it to a gun.
Yeah.
A love gun.
And then, you know, like into the second verse, it starts getting into the biblical references again, too, which, you know, like it references Song of Solomon, like breasts like a cluster of grapes. Well, and then he says, makes me feel like Solomon. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm glad we could attend these therapy sessions with Frank Black. It's very, very handy.
Well, yeah. Well, like I was saying, like he grew up in so his second solo album was called Teenager of the Year, and it was because he went to Christian camp all the time, and he won the award called Teenager of the Year.
For being the nice, good Christian boy.
For being a nice, good Christian guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Is he still like Christian, or has he left all that behind?
I don't think so. He doesn't talk about any of it in the present tense, and his lyrics seem like someone who left it as an adult, at least in this era. But he comes back to the imagery a lot. So, like you can say,
I mean, like he does, like he did a cover of John the Revelator. So like, which is a blues song. Who's that riding John the Revelator? You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if
Depeche Mode also did that song too. So yeah.
I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I think if he is Christian or like is like heavy Christian, that's the personal side, and he leaves that. He's like keeps that separate from his like rock star side or whatever you want to call it.
I could see somebody still being Christian and grappling with dealing with like the crazy like church they used to attend or something. Because I had a friend that would sometimes take me to church, and he went to one of the crazy people churches. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not religious, but I see the appeal. So I could like from like a philosopher standpoint, like my dad kind of saw Jesus as like a philosopher figure rather than a religious figure.
Yeah. No, like I don't know. He just hasn't given any clues as to whether or not he's still personally religious or not. Like it's just, it's in his past, but
yeah.
And some of these songs could be construed and it's something he's moved past, but who can say? People contain multitudes. Sometimes people need to just like work this shit out in lyrics. So yeah,
I need to know. Frank Black, get in touch.
Wait until we do Doolittle, and then we'll talk more about it. Because he has more biblical references in that album.
Then after that,
I think he does even more biblical references in that album than he did in Surfer Rosa.
Yeah. And then after that, like the next two albums, and then like his early solo stuff, he gets more into like UFOs. So
yeah. So
of course, being a metal fan, a lot of my a lot of my favorite bands just went to Revelations for like musical material all the time.
Oh, there's a lot of great imagery from someone who is clearly tripping balls. But
yeah. Well, he does a lot of stuff from like Old Testament
like
stuff,
Judges and Samuel, like the really violent stories.
I like the thrashy nature of Old Testament, but when they became more of a death metal band, like New Testament is pretty heavy. I like New Testament more than Old Testament.
But speaking of religious imagery, here is our last track and my favorite on this EP, which is Levitate Me, which is like it's a reference to like do like an altar call at the end of like a big tent revival thing, like take off your rings, it's
actually Larry Norman is the guy's name, and it was his favorite like singer, like he's like a country guy, and he used to say in one of his songs, "Come on, Pilgrim, he loves you," which is like he's talking about Jesus.
And it was part of like at the Larry Norman concerts at that point, it was like an altar call moment where at the end of the night, or it's like like it was a come to Jesus thing, like everyone who's feeling bad and who feels like they're going to hell, give up your rings, give us some of your money, and come kneel and dedicate your life to Christ, and you'll go to heaven now.
Yeah. And then he's a little bit more subdued when he does the "Come On Pilgrim." You know,
Yeah.
I've heard some live versions where he really goes all ham out on the "Come On Pilgrim." He knows he he loves you.
And then like peppered throughout it are like references to like the movie Eraserhead, the elevator lady, levitate me. And then like either like a subsuming of your own identity or like a reference to suicide, or that you would rather die than be in this thing with the won't you like if all in all is true, won't you please run over me?
Yeah. If all in all
so
is true.
It's kind of like it is about like a singer he liked from when he was growing up, but it's also kind of about leaving that behind because he doesn't want it to assume his identity, or like it doesn't deal with the doubts or so it's an interesting song. I relate to it a lot,
and I think that honestly I feel like Pennyroyal he kind of answered it later on because that's when Kurt Cobain said all in all is all we are.
Oh no, that was All Apologies.
Or All Apologies, sorry. Oh my god. I'm getting my fucking Nirvana mixed up. Yeah, All Apologies. He said all in all is all we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one was probably my favorite too. It had that like grungy vibe that you heard from like early Soundgarden, early Nirvana, maybe not early Alice in Chains, but Melvins.
Not as heavy as the Melvins, but it's like the same general. Yeah.
Approaching that territory at least.
Yeah.
But again, I love this song too. Like this whole EP is just fantastic. It's a great, like you said, raw, powerful EP, and the Levitate Me is like a great capstone to this whole EP. Like
it's a heck of a start.
Yeah.
Heck of a start to a good career, long career, because Dave and I just saw the Pixies in July. So
yeah. Although for a while it was a very short career.
Oh yeah.
They've been reunited much longer than they were initially together at this point.
That's true. Yeah.
Like by decades. Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't they break up in '93 initially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were one of the bands that everyone assumed was never getting back together too.
That's why that's how I felt about Soundgarden until they had their reunion.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would ever get back together again.
Yeah, they were
so glad I got to see them a couple times before the unfortunate reality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right.
Yeah. Yeah. This I think marks the end of the little mini in-between season period. So we'll be back soon with some new stuff. We might do another rerun before that, but we'll see. Yeah.
We're going to have a big ass episode to open where we're going to watch the Spinal Tap movie and then listen to the Spinal Tap album. So we're going to turn it up to 11. Reference.
We need to figure out.
I just want to say fuck you. Everyone does that fucking reference.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Let's do another Spinal Tap reference. So hope you join us next season to lick our love pump.
Smell the glove, motherfucker.
Anywho, catch you on the flip side.
Side B is a Floof Goof Studios production.
Please check out the description for more information about the guests and the album reviewed. You can find us on Bluesky under the names Kill Rock Music, that's KILRAVOCK, and Dave under Beastmaster General. You can find us on Instagram under Kill Rock Music SWS and Dave_Diction. And you can also find our regular contributor Sean under the name Boozer Slug. You can find Steve and Sean on Threads with the same usernames as Instagram. Check out our post-punk band, The Alliterates, our experimental group Lucid Fugue, and Steve's solo project Kill Rock on most major streaming platforms. You can visit Steve's website, killrockmusic.com, for easy access. That's KILRAVOCK music.com. And if you want to check out Dave's past band, Gong Farmer, and their album Pop Dada, you can do so on Bandcamp. Thanks.
Ejaculate and leave.
Fugazi!
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 Hey, I'm Fugazi here.
Hey!
Y'all ready for this?
Dun 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 dun. Science!
Science!
Fuck Dave and Steve.